Hey, what's up guys? James Mullins here and welcome to the next lesson. Okay, so in this lesson we're going to be talking about a very important topic, and that is determining the purpose of your chatbot before you start to build it. Okay, so of course there are a huge amount of things that we can do with chatbots, and it's very important that you lay out a sort of plan before you begin to build it, because that's going to help you have a lot more clarity when you get to the more complex chatbots that you're going to build, and it's going to help you to utilize them to the best of your advantage. Okay, so the first thing is to understand the objective. What do you want to achieve by creating this chatbot? Is it because you want to, show the customer through your brand? Is it because you want to expose them to your products? Is it because you want to gather information? There are a multitude of different things. Perhaps you want to create a chatbot where at the end of it, you try to answer during it, you try to answer as many questions as possible. And at the end of it, you get to the point where if they haven't had all of their questions answered by the bot, then they can open up a live chat. So it's really, like I say, important that you understand this objective. Nextly, who is it for? Now, of course, that might sound obvious when it comes to demographics and the kind of people you're targeting, but really you can normally split those demographics down into certain people. Perhaps you have a clothing company that, you do men's clothing, women's clothing, children's clothing. So you might want to do a women's chatbot where it's going to help to size their shoes for certain high heels or flats or things like this. So you want to make sure that before you build the bot, that you take into account everybody who it might be for, and then you're going to, find the most effectiveness by the time you finish building the chatbot. So again, similar to what's your objective is what do you want to achieve? So is it information gathering? Do you want to, deliver information to your clients or customers? Do you want to create a cost calculation chatbot? Do you want to take orders through the chatbot? Do you want to qualify your customers, which is a lesson that obviously we've been over. Or we're going to go over rather. And then of course we've got, you can have event notifications. So if you have an event coming up, maybe you're releasing a podcast, perhaps you've got a concert, maybe you've got, a party that you've got going on and you want to notify people through there. Maybe you want to just build a relationship with your customers and with your demographics. Perhaps you want to show them that they can trust you, show them that you're going to give them content, you're going to provide them with content. And secondly, maybe it's high ticket selling. Maybe you want to answer as many questions as possible during the chatbot so that when you get to the end, there's a high chance of conversions. So there's, you could add a hell of a lot more to that list as well. If you have teams or if you're by yourself as an agency or building an agency, then it's important to sit down and always take these into account before you build your chatbots. And finally, the most important thing is remember to give value. If you give value before you ask for anything, you're going to get a better response. Nobody wants to be sold to, nobody wants to be tricked into doing anything. If you provide loads and loads of value, loads of content above your competitors and get yourself well ahead of the game, then you're going to stand such a larger chance compared to everybody else. There are so many people out there trying to give a guide and then straight away asking for everything. It's better to try and provide as much value as possible and then ask for something. So that's been it for this lesson, guys. It is a super important one. It's a little bit shorter, but of course we'll elaborate later on. But this is, this is really vital stuff. If there are any lessons that really you should pay attention to and write these notes down, or even remember, give value in big letters, then this is what you should do. So thanks for that, guys, and I'll see you in the next lesson.
Hey there, it's James Mullins here, and I want to invite you to my live exclusive webinar where I'm going to be showing you how to use Facebook Messenger bots in order to get high-paying clients. So, as I said, my name's James Mullins and I'm the Messenger Bots expert at Comozy, which is an internet marketing agency. And what we're doing today is we're going to be hosting an exclusive live webinar where you can come with absolutely no technical experience. So if you don't know anything about messenger bots or you don't know anything about internet marketing, that's absolutely fine. You're welcome to come and join. And we're going to be showing you 3 key learning points with Facebook Messenger. So number 1, we're going to be showing you how to build your first messenger bot with zero marketing or technical experience. Number 2, we're going to be showing you how to use messenger bots with any niche with an example for e-commerce. And number 3, we're going to be showing you how to acquire high-paying clients with these exact services. So a little bit of an overview of myself. I used to work in a 9-to-5 job where I was working in a factory. It was absolutely horrible. I didn't feel like I was really welcomed, and I didn't feel like I was really in the right place. Everybody who I worked with was miserable. They couldn't wait to get home at the 5 o'clock, and it just really wasn't a good place for me to be, or anyone for that matter. And I decided to look into the online space, and I found that I started to sell a few products online, started to make a little bit of leeway, and I was able to quit my job. But you see, what happened there was, because of my lack of experience, I ended up failing there, and then I stumbled across a brand new business model, which was Facebook Messenger. Now, what Facebook Messenger allowed me to do was it allowed me to leverage a brand new service, go to big businesses, offer these exact services to help them increase their revenue and better their processes, and basically take their business to the next level. And it's really, really changed my life. I've been able to acquire clients from anywhere to $2,000 to $10,000. And the reason why we can charge that much is because it's such a brand new space. So I just want to bring something to your attention. With Facebook Messenger bots, there are 60 million businesses on Facebook Messenger, but only 300,000 of those are using Messenger bots. That means that 99.5% of businesses don't have a Messenger bot. So what that means is the reason why we're putting this webinar on for you today is we want to show you how you can get a chunk of that pie. So think about it. 0.5% of businesses are using Messenger bots. That means that 99.5% need your help. And that's what we want to do today. We want to show you exactly how you can build an agency offering these exact services today on our live exclusive webinar. The opportunity is absolutely awesome right now. So before you come to the live webinar, I just want to bring up 3 points that are going to help you to have the best experience possible. Number 1, if you can, make sure that you watch on a desktop. So the reason why we say this is because of the software we use. If you do watch it on a mobile, the experience can be hindered. So if you watch it on a desktop, you're going to be able to engage with us better, ask questions, and we're going to be able to help you as much as possible to get started in this space. And number 2, make sure you turn off your mobile phone, or at least turn the notifications off. And the reason being is because we can all get distracted by notifications, whether it's email, even Facebook or Instagram and things like that, and social media. So make sure you turn your phone off so that you can really get the best experience possible and learn as much as you can. And number 3, bring a pen and a notepad, because we're going to be going through loads and loads of valuable content that you can take away today. So we want to make sure that you can write it all down and go away and start your agency from scratch with no technical experience, literally from today. And remember, this is an exclusive live event. We don't hold these very often. So register your spot to the right-hand side of the screen here and make sure you secure your place. And the reason being is because we only have 500 places because of the software we use to host these. And 400 of those have already been taken. And if you miss this opportunity right now, you could literally never have the opportunity to learn this kind of valuable content ever again. So make sure you click on the button on the right-hand side and register right now. And don't forget, we're going to be covering 3 amazing points so you can go away and start your agency today. By the end of the webinar, you're going to know how to build your first Facebook Messenger bot with 0 marketing or technical experience, how to use Messenger bots with any niche, and we're also going to show you an example of how you can use it for e-commerce stores, which is another enormous opportunity. And we're also going to be showing you how to acquire high-paying clients with these exact services. You do not want to miss out on this webinar. And you see, these kind of things literally allowed me to go from the 9-to-5 to being able to live life on my own terms and do as I please on my own terms. So make sure, click on the button on the right hand side of the screen, because there's only 100 spots left, and if you miss out on this, you may never get the chance again. And we do have people who get really, really upset when they can't attend these webinars, and we don't want that to happen to you. And don't forget about that statistic. 99.5% of businesses are looking to move into this space. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Blockbuster, but they didn't innovate into the internet marketing space, and they were taken over by Netflix and they went under. And that's exactly the kind of businesses that you can help. You can help businesses to go into the online space with these exact services that we're going to be covering today and go away and start your agency from scratch. You don't have to invest any money. All of the services and the things that we provide are totally free of charge, so come and attend the live webinar and we're going to show you from today how you can start your agency and really get started in this space.